All kicked off with, of course, 4-star quarterback, Mr. Tramel Jones, everybody. Give it up for Tramel Jones. What's going on, baby? Yes, sir, Tramel.
What's going on? What's going on?
How are you, man? We were just saying before the show, you've been on like 4 or 3 podcasts in 3 days. It's like you won the Masters. You're on late night. Now you're here. We appreciate you for joining us. I'm sure you've probably realized pretty quickly that us Gator fans, we're buck wild, but we appreciate you.
Yes, sir. No problem. No problem for having me.
Absolutely, man. Look, let's get right into it. 4-star commit. We were just talking about your kind of a little bit of your high school career from Mandarin. Excuse me, in Jacksonville here. We were talking about a little bit your history and how you graduated. Fantastic stuff. Or already done with your class, and you plan to be an early enrollee December, correct?
Correct. Plan to be an early enrollee.
Fantastic, man. We'll talk to us, man. I know obviously this recruiting battle has been maddening. We've watched you. We've heard about you. Us Florida fans have been keeping an eye on you. This is FSU and Florida battle has been heating up. And right at the right time, it feels like Florida made a good move. Talk about that recruiting a little bit, just between Florida and Florida State, and ultimately what made you choose Napier and the Gators at the end of the day.
I think it just started when I was a freshman. I mean, Florida offered me before Florida State did. I remember I came to that camp. Florida knew nothing about me. They're a brand new coaching staff. I was just out there just trying to showcase my talent, showcase my ability. Went out there, threw the ball pretty well. I would say so myself, because they ended up offering me. Ended up moving me into the group with the bigger prospects that they're looking at. And I just kept being me, kept doing my thing. And then I kept building a relationship with Coach Napier and Coach Ryan O'Hara. And then Florida State came in the picture, and I was building a relationship with those guys. I felt a strong relationship, felt at home there. So I pulled the trigger, but Florida didn't go away. They stayed in contact, kept building that relationship, but they stayed respectful to Florida State. And then in the end, I thought it was just better for my future with the development of DJ Lagway, the future that the Florida Gators have.
I love that. I think that's going to be a big point too. Everyone sees kind of what happened over the last few weeks with DJ Lagway, and that was always kind of a big point for us fans. Like, this could be a big selling point for recruits to see this development, to see what a 5-star freshman quarterback can come in and do. And that was going to be my next question. Is he's kind of hidden for the first couple of weeks. So I think that was recruits even have said vocally, like, yeah, we're waiting to see what happened. Since these past 2 weeks, has that been a big game changer for you, just to see what Lagway has been able to do in this offense and seeing like, hey, since from spring game till now, the progress he has made has been massive, and I want to be a part of that.
Exactly. I mean, I went to spring practice, went to some summer OTA, seen him throw the ball around, and just to see him out there on a hurt hamstring, Coach Napier being a versatile play caller, him out there not taking any sacks, getting the ball out on time. I mean, he's made a huge jump in his development and becoming a great passer. And I think that'll just make him better along his way, especially getting to the NFL.
Boys and girls, yes, it is that time of year again for you to look sexy in a good pair of boots. Tecovas right now is giving away these sexy pair of boots. When you go to tecovas.com/Hightop Sports, you get 10% off. Look at these fine piece of leather right here Tecovas bring to you. Now, here's what I got to tell you, boys and girls. I want you to order online so you get that discount, but what I want you to do is, you got a Tecovas near you, go into the store. It is one of the most incredible experiences that you'll ever have. Try on the boot. It's as if you've had these boots for your entire life. They fit like they've been broken in for your foot. They're fantastic. I picked me up a nice pair of Osher boots. They're by far my favorite boots. Got to keep them nice and clean. Wear them about twice a week because I just want to keep them forever and always. Pass them down. What's even cooler is when you bring it into the store. If you order them online and bring them into the store, they'll brand them with whatever you want. I mean, Tecovas treats you like a lifetime customer once you buy your first pair. And to be honest with you, they treat you like royalty, even if you aren't buying anything, but just by going in there. Try their cowboy hats, jeans, corduroy jeans, shirts, what have you. A fantastic selection, but most importantly, just a nice pair of fine boots. Everybody, I believe everybody, should have themselves a nice pair of boots. And right now, again, get 10% off at tecovas.com/Hightop when you sign up for emails and text. You got to sign up for emails and text. That's important. That's 10% off at tecovas.com, tecovas.com/Hightop Sports. See sites for details. Tecovas, point your toes west. Now back to the show, guys. Thank you. Absolutely.
At what point did you know that, like, hey, look, I'm going to decommit. Maybe I should give, because you decommitted. You didn't flip to Florida right away. it was a decommitment, and then you committed to Florida. What was kind of going through your head at that time when you decommitted? Were you like just set, or were you just saying, "Hey, maybe I need to take a step back and think about some things first"? Take me through all that.
I might just decommitted. I've been talking to the Gators staff before I decommitted, and I just wanted to take the OV and then look how the guys were bonding and the camaraderie that they had, because I know that's a big part. You want to go play with guys that are bought into the program and want to be there. So spending the time with those guys after the game, I was like, wow, these guys really want to be Gators. These guys are all about it. So that was a big thing for me.
This is actually perfect. And look, I don't want you to bash FSU. Like we joke and I love that you flipped. That's the fun part of it. But it's still like, again, I'm sure there was a great culture that you built with them. But Muddy wants to know, like, was there a difference between Florida and FSU? And like you just said, like there's going into this locker room, I wanted to see how this vibe was. What was the main reason, again, the difference between the culture and the staff for you? Nothing negative towards FSU, but what was that big difference?
I would say Coach Norvell and Coach Napier, the difference between them, I say Coach Napier is a little bit more chill, calm, cool, collective guy. Coach Napier is all about energy. He's coming with the energy every day. And Coach Napier is coming with that level-headed mindset, cool every day. And then being around the guys, it's just a different kind of vibe, because they have something to prove. They both have something to prove, Florida and Florida State, but now Florida State's pretty much at a lower point than Florida is. And those guys really they have a little bit more rage in their heart. They really want to get back to where they're supposed to be, and you can really feel that.
Real quick, before you go, Dave, I got goosebumps when you said this, because we've talked about this Napier's vibe. It's very calm and demure, as we would say. It's chill. And as fans, sometimes we get a little frustrated, like, Billy, give us some fire. But I've always said, I said, look, there's a pro to that level-headedness, right? He stays consistent. And the fact that that was a compliment from you, is like you actually appreciated that. I think sometimes as fans, we want a certain thing, but as your players, like, you don't always want a coach that's just popping off screaming. Like, that doesn't work for everybody. So to hear you say, like, yeah, that's just what I enjoyed, that's really cool to hear. And again, Norvell brings the energy, and that works too. Again, that's not a negative. It's just what worked for you. I love hearing that. Dave, what do you got, Bubba?
Yeah, you kind of took that one from me, but I'll add it on to that one. Is that what kind of, as a football player, obviously, is that what most, or do you think most football players look for in a coach? Is it more of the serious, calm, collective, like concentrates on everything, does everything diligently? Or is it more of like the guy that's going to get up in your face and yell and say, hey, we need to do this correctly, that kind of stuff? Or is it just, do you think it just differs from every football player?
It differs from every football player, and I know every football player, they take coaching criticism differently. And I think as coaches, I mean, you can see that, and you can see how they take that. But Coach Napier does have a little bit fire, and it's a time and a place for that. And then I've seen it before, and he definitely has it in him sometimes.
There's a go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Now, I was going to say, obviously, you've talked to DJ Lagway, but obviously, Graham Mertz, he went down earlier in the season. Have you had a lot of conversations back and forth with Graham Mertz, and kind of what has he said to you?
I haven't really talked to Graham Mertz that much, but I seen, when I was talking to Coach O'Hara, and I seen his film a little bit at Wisconsin, and then now his ability to tie his eyes with his feet and get to the right spot on the field at the right time. When I saw that, I was like, that's a big woe for me. So,
look, I think with Billy, we've seen the fire come out every now and then, and when that does come out, it almost has more of an impact. That's what I've always appreciated. Again, I always scream, like, Billy, give me some juice. But when it does happen, it's like you get it extra amplified. So there's something cool there. Real Army Sniper says, $5 says, is T. Jones going to the game next weekend against FS? I'm not gonna look. You still committed there. We're not gonna do that. But he goes, all disrespect to Knowles. Again, you know how Florida fans are. We're crazy. We ain't no love. But are you going to the game next week?
Yeah. I'm not. When they play Florida State?
Yes, sir.
I won't be at that game. I won't be there.
Okay.
I might hear some nasty stuff come out of people's mouths that day. So I'm not gonna be there.
Hey, just
be at home chilling on the couch watching.
Fair enough.
If you ask anybody on Twitter that follows me, just bring me down there with you, and you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
I got you.
You going this weekend to Ole Miss?
Yeah, I'm planning to go this weekend. Yes, sir. Gotta do a little bit.
We might have to get a pick if I'm able to find you. That might have to happen.
I got you.
We'll have to link up and get a pick with the future QB of the Florida Gators. Now, look, I don't want to take too much longer here. I want to do a rapid questions for some fun stuff so people get to know more about Mr. Tramel Jones. But I got to ask, There's a lot of big fish out there, Tramel. One of them you happen to be playing with, okay? We call him Wee, Mr. Jamie French, okay? Look, Tramel, Christmas is right around the corner. If you got any pool, how we feeling? That's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. I mean, I think we've wanted to play with each other for a long time now. I mean, I've been with him for 4 years, and I think it would both be. I mean, we would both love to play with each other at the next level. But at the end of the day, Jamie's going to make a decision that's best for him, even if that's coming to the Gators or going to Texas. He's going to make the best decision for him. And I mean, I've been saying the same thing for 4 years, so there's really nothing different I can say now except come play with me. Let's make this thing the best, and let's bring a natty. So.
Wee. Okay, just we could do something special. Just let's give it to us. Solomon Thomas, FSU commit. I know he'll be there this weekend. You gonna be in his ear?
I'm always in his ear. I mean, we've been talking a lot lately. Not even about football, just about life. I think just building that relationship, keeping that bond with him, even though we're not committed to the same school right now. That brings you a long way with anything.
For sure. Who was in this Gator class? Have you got connected in the recruiting class? Have you connected with anybody? I know, again, you just committed, but I imagine, like you just said, you probably talk about, you guys play with one another, things like that. Is there somebody that you've connected with? You're like, yeah, this is going to be my guy, kind of transitioning into this next class?
Definitely Vernell. I mean, Vernell's been talking to me for so long. For so long. Especially when we started playing 707 and he got to see a little bit of a taste of what I can do without the pads on. And we've been talking probably like 3 times a week ever since 707 ended. And that's my guy. I mean, we created a special bond for sure.
I love it. Dave, what else you got, buddy?
You kind of stole my thunder again, Shelton. But Shelton's a crazy guy. Now, obviously, you don't have to say any names. You don't have to say anything. Clue us in on anything. But is there anybody that you could see committing to Florida in the future?
I see a couple guys for sure. I see a couple guys. All right. A couple.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you plan on going to UF for to study? I always love to know that.
Sports management. Sports management. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I know there's a wide variety.
Go ahead.
There's a wide variety of things you can do with that, and that's why I want to do it. I mean, I can really do anything in the sports business, sports marketing business, so that's why I want to do it.
Love that. That's what I planned to go for, and I switched it to marketing. But it's a fantastic course. I didn't go to UF, but I love hearing that. Let's do. Go ahead, Dave.
You ask. I want to ask the last question. You go ahead.
Okay. Just a couple rapid questions, Tramel, just to kind of get people to know you a little bit better. Favorite movie right now?
Top Gun.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Okay. All right. Favorite TV show?
The Flash.
On
Netflix.
I was about to say on Netflix. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Favorite song right now?
Dreams and Nightmares.
What kind of music do you listen to beforehand? I love this question because I never know what I'm gonna get before a big game.
Chill music. Nothing crazy. Like country music, R&B.
Who's your favorite country?
Go in a game.
Say it. So I can clip it. Say it so I can tag her.
It's not.
I wanted you to say Zach B. Who is it? Morgan Wallen?
Yeah.
No.
I listen to Morgan Wallen.
I like Morgan. He's good too. Hot dog. Is it a sandwich or is it a hot dog? What is it, man?
It's a hot dog.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you, he has a pair of cowboy boots, man. You should see the video of him at UCF. You'll love it.
You got some cowboy boots, Jamel?
I don't have any cowboy boots.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you do, you gotta wear them on. Hey, we'll get you some Tacovas. We got a sponsorship. We'll hook it up. Before Dave asks the last question, Jamel, tell them where they can find you on X, Twitter, Instagram, so that Gator Nation can get behind you and support you, my man.
Twitter, Instagram, Tramel Jones Jr. TRAMELLJONES, JR Jr.
Last question before Dave. Muddy says, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, or Totino's?
Little Caesars.
Okay. Crazy bread. I can get behind that. Pizza, maybe not so much, but the crazy bread, I can see where it can pull ahead. Jamel, before Dave asks his last question, I really appreciate you coming on here, man. This has been a pleasure. Excited to see you become a Gator. Excited to support you over the next 3 to 4 years, hopefully as long as possible, and be successful, man. So thank you. But Dave, close us out, big guy.
All right, Trammell, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, man. Since you're not going to Tallahassee, and you've told me you're not going to that pressure cooker, all right? Final score between Florida and Florida State. Give it to me.
34-10 us.
Ooh. I love this kid. Hey, wee. I love it. Jamel, you're the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Go Gators. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Yes, sir. You be good, man. Thank you.